Good morning, everyone, and welcome to episode 67 of the On Air Advocate, where at the On Air Advocate, we look to provide education, support, and empowerment for all of those with different abilities, mental and medical illnesses, and their caregivers. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tammy Flynn, and I am the host and producer of the On Air Advocate, and I am super excited that you are here this morning joining us on this live, or whether you are catching it on the replay. Now, as always, over here at the On Air Advocate, if you think any of this content could be relevant or helpful for anyone, please hit the share button and share the love. Well, I am super excited today to be kicking off our Back to School series. And with that said, I am excited to be talking about a brand new program that will be launching in fall of 2019 at UW-Whitewater. And it's called the UW-Whitewater LIFE Program. And with that, I have Ashlea Roselle here to talk with us this morning. Hi, Ashlea.
Good morning. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yes, and so I'm excited to hear all about the new program that's coming about. I know you're the coordinator, right, of the LIFE program?
Correct. Yep.
All right. Well, take it away.
All right. So the LIFE program is going to provide a complete college experience to prepare students with intellectual disabilities for competitive employment, for independent living skills. And this will come about through the college experience part of it. They will have the same opportunities as other undergraduate students, such as housing, being able to live in the residence halls, having a roommate, being able to do their laundry while in the residence halls. They will obviously have access to the same meal plans as all the other undergraduate students. They will have access to a fitness center pass, so they'll be able to exercise in the evenings, on weekends, just like all the other students do. They'll also be able to participate in a leisure skills class with other undergraduate students, which will kind of be similar to like maybe a phy ed class, maybe a badminton class or a walking class, which will get them some experience with a college class. They'll also be able to attend the social activities such as sporting events. If there's other social activities on campus, maybe they could get involved with some student organizations. We're going to look into that. But again, that part of the college experience will be there just like other undergraduate students. The instruction more towards that competitive employment, those independent living skills, will come from more of a specialized instruction that'll be done in order to get them to be successful in any of their personal, their professional endeavors, just to make sure they're set when they're done with this program. And that'll look at such as independent living skills, those daily living skills, maybe doing laundry, grocery shopping, budgeting, learning, a checkbook, how to use a taxi, transportation, all those things they'll need in that area of their life. Also those employment skills such as interviewing, resumes, learning, doing career exploration opportunities, as well as learning social skills, communication skills, some functional academic skills, learning about their disability, how to advocate for themselves, kind of even learning those safety skills, making sure they're safe when they're by themselves, learning some healthy living skills such as meal prep, things like that. Again, that exercise component. And those will be able to be done on campus and through community integration. The goal is hopefully to get them out into the community as much as possible. So that's kind of the background or the idea of what will be going on with the program.
And so they're going to be living right there on campus. Will they have it the same as any other kind of college cycle? Will they go home in the summertime? And then they'll have that summer break. And then how long will they stay? Will it be is it a 4-year program or a 2?
They have an option of a 2-year program, which will be more of a basic program where there will be quite a bit of supports. And then there would be an additional, so that would be a basic program. There would be an additional 2-year program, an advanced program that'll kind of lessen a lot of those supports. So to continue working on those independent living skills, competitive employment kind of on their own, more or less.
Okay. And do you have the option if you would choose not to live on campus? Is that an option or is it not on the table right now? I mean, I know it's a new program starting, so that will be your first year of, trying different things, but.
Our preference would be that they live on campus due to the fact that they would miss a lot of opportunities for the social aspect and all the other activities that'll be going on in the evenings, on the weekends. They would participate in all the normal breaks that all the other students participate in, such as Christmas, spring break, summer, as you mentioned. So yes, we would prefer they live on campus. I guess it would probably be something that would have to be discussed if that was
Okay, I guess special.
Not negotiable, yeah.
Okay. And then what age group are you serving for this program?
The goal is for the students to be between 18 and 25 years of age. And again, we're looking for students that would have an intellectual disability. However, if they would meet all the criteria and need all of those skills kind of that I mentioned to be prepared for that competitive employment, to be prepared for that independent living, those are things we would consider. If you do feel it would be a great program for you and would meet your needs, please apply. But again, we're looking for students 18 to 25 with an intellectual disability.
Okay. And then what are the layers of the application process? Because, as I've interviewed many from different programming in and outside of, the state of Wisconsin, there is always kind of that process really evaluating as to whether your young adult is suited for this program. What is that process going to look like for, parents that may be trying to get their child to engage in this program?
Sure. Some of the things we would suggest you think about before even completing the application is making sure that they can function independently by themselves for several hours, that's not something they're afraid to do, that they don't have any significant behavioral problems that would interfere with some of those activities I discussed. Also that they're probably able to take medications independently, whether it's using an app on their phone to remind themselves, or if they have another way of doing that. But again, being able to take care of that part of their routine of the day. Again, even their basic hygiene routine for the day. Obviously, there may need to be reminders, things like that, and that would be established and done. Again, able to kind of accept that responsibility, interested in being around other people, whether it's peers, employees, really wanting to live independently and learn those skills so that they can, possibly move out for mom and dad or whatever the plan may be. And also that they want to work and they're highly motivated to work on those skills. So if they meet those criteria and think it would be a good fit, it would be appropriate, then they would need to complete an application, which can be found on our website, which I know we talked about. We'll put the link below. So that would be the first step. Once we receive the application, we would review it. And then either let you know whether we would like you to come in for a face-to-face interview or whether that you would not be appropriate for the program.
Okay.
So the process of how that works.
Okay. And then when we talk about cost for the program, I know that with this being a traditional, college, are you able to utilize some of those, like the Pell Grants and things like that, towards coming to this program, or no?
There are certain requirements you have to meet as an organization or a program in order to be able to use some of those financial aid requirements. At this point, we do not have that established, but doesn't mean that it cannot be done.
Right.
So at this point, ways to possibly offset the cost would be to look into DVR funds, would be to look into IRIS waivers or through ADRC, your long-term care funding. There are a lot of scholarships out there for different organizations for students with disabilities. There even is potentially local scholarships in your community, such as Rotary clubs, churches that our program could fit into the requirements for. Our goal this year in 2018 is to really try to figure out those details and work with those agencies to determine exactly what part of our program would be covered so that we can kind of streamline that process for families and hope that they all get the same thing, because it's kind of, not everybody always gets the same amount of money for some of these services. And our goal would be hopefully to kind of streamline that process so everybody has it all set in place.
Okay. And one last question. I think that you kind of answered this in saying what that criteria was, but just for parents possibly listening that may ask this question anyways, is that obviously if you have guardianship over your child, obviously a lot of us that are in the different abilities community as our children age out, of schooling and turn 18 years of age, we get guardianship. That would probably not meet the criteria, correct? Because they are not electively making their own decisions to be inside of your program? Or would you say that if those other functionalities are there, you would still apply?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You would still apply. And I mean, we will work on ways to incorporate families into this, possibly have the students complete things, weekly stating what they did, just so the parents can be involved. But again, the goal is to kind of step away to let your kid experience some of these activities and learn these things on their own so they can develop those independent living skills as well. But no, if parents are guardians, that's probably more common than not. No, definitely still apply. That would not be a problem.
Okay. All right. Well, that is wonderful. I'm excited about this program launching. Can you just tell us a little bit about the open house that's coming up? That's in September, right?
Yes, absolutely. It's Thursday, September 27th. It'll run from 9 in the morning to roughly 3 in the afternoon. It'll allow you to meet the staff, learn about the program, tour the campus, all that good stuff there. Hopefully see the dorms, all of that. So kind of get you an idea of what will be occurring, where these activities will be occurring, things like that, and kind of, get you a feel for the campus.
Okay, and if individuals live either out of state or maybe they're in the state of Wisconsin, but they are further away, is there a way to do that kind of like we're doing this morning virtually, where they can, either meet up or have conversations or learn a little bit more about the program in any virtual manner if they're not able to come in?
At this point, there's a few things off our website. I mean, you could see the campus or see the dorms. There's virtual ways of seeing the dorms on there as well off the campus website. But no, that's definitely something we can look into because I think we will have interest from, as you mentioned, farther outside of the state or in another state.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely something we'll definitely look into so that we can provide that.
Okay, wonderful. Ashley, is there anything else that you'd like to add that maybe I forgot?
No, I think you covered everything. The only thing I was going to mention was open house, and so you already beat me to it. So
wonderful. Well, we're going to drop the link to get right to the program below. We're also going to drop the link and flyer at some point for the open house. You guys will be able to visually see that, and we'll get all that stuff out there for you. And we also, I think, we can drop your info, right? I can drop your email and stuff below as well. Because you would be probably the first point of contact if somebody has some just random questions that maybe we didn't answer in this show.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, thank you all for tuning in this morning to the On Air Advocate. If you would like any more of our podcasts, informational tutorial videos, or to learn more about our services, you can head right on over to onairadvocate.com. And if you'd also like to join our private community here on Facebook, you can go right to the top of this Facebook page, click the blue tab that says Visit Group, and we have interactions and conversations daily in there. So looking forward to seeing you in the community, and thank you so much, Ashley, for this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.